Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know who's that. Hey, who's here, man? Who are you? Man, what are you doing here?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Swole, TCG, and we're out here with that fire, that heat, that sauce, boys. That market watch. What's good? What's good?
There you go. What's popping, bro? How's it? Hey, we had to have you on, man. Guys, by the way, we're going to talk about his channel in just a bit. We're going to leave the link in the description down below. You want to tune in, man. You have to love the energy. You know, in his channel, he does deck profiles. Let's pull it up right now. Look at that. Look at that. Deck profiles right here. You know, popping
combo guides, you name it, man. We cover everything competitive related, even other formats, guys. Edison, guys, we touch base everywhere.
You see, he does it all, man. It's so cool. I checked out a couple videos and they're super fun. You know, just great energy. Talks about being healthy. You know, obviously talks about Yu-Gi-Oh as well. And just a great combination, guys. So you have to tune in. We're going to have the link in the description down below. And he's hosting through us a giveaway, guys. He's going to actually give away a Dark Magician of Destruction right there. Look at that. Look at that. Which one's that?
Sir, right here.
Look at that right there. This one, the secret rare, guys. One secret rare Dark Magician of Destruction for one lucky winner. Stay tuned for the giveaway details. So shout out to my boy Swole for actually doing that for the community, man. And we have him on. So let's pick your brain, man. Dark Magician of Destruction. You're giving it away to the community. But why should people want to win the giveaway? Why should people want or need this card? We've covered it here nonstop on the channel. I mean, it's a chase card. A lot of people love Dark Magician, you know, but maybe meta relevance wise, how good is the card? Should people be picking it up? I mean, right now the price here is about 55 piece right here, 31 listings. So what's your thought process on this one?
This card is insane. I mean, this card is taking over the meta. People are finally splashing back in the Azamina package in almost every deck. We're seeing piles being driven right now where you can just get a free Dragoon. You can just get a free Dragoon just by doing your standard combos you always did with Azamina. So, I mean, a lot of people are abusing this and taking advantage of this card. Naturally, we can see it inside the price. We can see it inside the sale pressure. This card is absolutely phenomenal. And with also more Dark Magician support on the way, I mean, it just gets even better. And this card, fun fact, and this is why you guys subscribe to my channel, you can do a Dark Magician FTK with this card. A Dark Magician FTK, yes. First turn, player one, yes.
Love it.
You can FTK, bro.
You have to go to the channel, tune in, check out the deck profiles, and see how and why you can FTK with this card. And of course, there is a CR version here, which has V-shape recovered from 150s and is actually pushing 220s. But after a couple, man, they start reaching 250s and then 300s. Because again, my guy Swole made a great point. He said more future support coming, and just knowing that this card will remain a chase card. It just got printed, so I don't, you know, not coming in rarity 5, not coming during probably this reprint season. So once Yu-Gi-Oh players start getting their hands on the new Dark Magician stuff, you know they're gonna come back and want these specific versions, especially people coming back. There's a lot of hype around Yu-Gi-Oh right now, collectability, you know, the overframes and all that good stuff. So when people go get the new Dark Magician overframe, they're gonna want cards like these. So again, great point made by my guy right here. Keep these cards in mind. Sure, you know, this one's V-shape recovering, and it's actually higher than the current price on the chart. Chart hasn't even been able to update with this one. And then the secret rare, you've had that retracement, you know, healthy consolidation here after the booty shape recovery down here. Just beautiful time to get exposure. Sure, could it go down to 50s, maybe, you know, a little bit lower, of course, but if you need your one of, just make sure you keep it in mind. So great points made by my guy Swole. Just definitely factors and points to keep in mind. So guys, we're gonna leave the link in the description down below. We made a new newsletter, weekly newsletter, guys. We're gonna be making also separate videos just for our email list, you know, top 5 cards to pick up right now, top 5 cards to sell, things of that nature, guys. So link in the description down below. Tune into our newsletter, tune into our email list, because we're going to be making new dedicated videos just for our email list. It's free. You just have to come over here, link in the description down below. Make sure you don't miss out. And also, if you want to fast track the cards we're talking about today, no better way than to do so via the link in the description down below. I'm right there as well. And again, like we said, Swole TCG, you got to love it. I love it when people are passionate. They bring a lot of energy.
Get active, baby. Get active.
You see? Be
Get
active,
out there,
man.
touch grass.
You see? He's saying.
I see. I've been watching Jay's market watches while I'm doing cardio every morning, bro. Every morning I'm doing my cardio. I'm watching these market watches, picking up my penny stocks. You know how it is. My high-rarity lovers, we looking at that too.
You got to love it, bro. That's the energy, bro. You have to be healthy. You have to play Yu-Gi-Oh. You have to do what you love. but health is wealth. So that's why I love his channel, because he brings that energy, and he, you know, is just wishing the best for everyone. You gotta love it. You gotta check it out for yourself. Super fun, man, how he combines, you know, just health and Yu-Gi-Oh in that manner. Just awesome content, guys. And look, just 16 people away from 1,000. We're gonna take care of that right now. Link in the description down below. Make sure you go subscribe right now. You can't.
And we're doing a giveaway on my channel at 1K, guys.
You see?
1K, guys. I'm doing a giveaway on my channel on top of this giveaway. And I just did a giveaway after winning my OTS championship, guys.
Damn.
Come on now.
Look at that.
Come
look at
on
that.
now.
Undefeated.
We giving away.
8-0.
We give back to the community, boys.
Look at that. 8-0 undefeated K9 VS. Look at that. Fire. He's going to do a 1K giveaway as well, guys. You have to tune in right now. Link is in the description, man. A couple clicks. You're in. Make sure you do not miss out. That's
Jay,
my boy.
Jay,
Yes,
Jay,
yes,
Jay,
yes,
Jay.
yes. Tell him.
I gotta say it for my meta players too,
Tell
guys.
him, yes.
All right, I ain't just an OTS champion. All right, I ain't just a local hero. All right,
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I placed 29th at YCS Virginia. Okay, it's not the best, but it is top 32 out of like 2,500 players. All right,
man.
so,
Yo, wait, yeah, we should have picked that list, man.
Man.
We got it.
I don't just talk. I don't just talk.
Okay, we're gonna peep that list probably while you're talking about some of the other cards. I'll probably look it up here if my a million tabs browser allows me to do so. So we'll try and peep that, man. That's fire. So guys, again, the channel is here is for a reason. Actually getting results, actually playing out there, doing deck profiles, guys, and getting results. You need to tune in. You cannot miss out. So make sure you subscribe to your boy, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. If you love the energy, Swole TCG here in the building. Make sure you like the video, man, right now. You just have to, man.
Go, boy.
You have to ring that bell. Make sure you tune in. None of this content is official. Financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only, and you're getting entertained because the Swole is here, man. He's entertaining the masses. You know, probably 2,000 plus people in here. You gotta have fun with it, guys. You just have to. So appreciate that, boys. And again, Swole wanted to focus on Sky Striker cards. You know, obviously Sky Striker via the legendary modern decks, you know, coming out. There's a lot of Sky Striker hype. I believe the deck actually topped, you know, recently, was it a regional or a couple regionals actually seeing play in the current meta, thanks to Chameleon, the new support as well. So again, there's a lot of demand for Sky Striker cards, and we're going to cover a couple buyouts, a couple high in demand, shocking moves right now with a couple of these cards. So we have Sky Striker Ace Ray alternate art. So as you know, this card actually has a quarter century secret rare from Stampede, I believe so, one of the rarity collections. So again, I was always a proponent, hey, it'd be nice, man, wow, to have a secret rare, you know, or some other rarity come out. And here we are, man. Here we are. You know, the card has been $5-6 after those 5 right there, probably a phantom listing. The card is already 11-12s. It came out at around $6. So again, you're starting to see that initial demand, people realizing, wow, I love the alternate art. I'm already picking up all the other secrets from, you know, legendary modern decks. I want this one. And pretty soon it could be a $15 secret when it came out at 5-6s. So what do you think about alternate arts? Maybe the new art tool with the overframes coming as well. You know, Sky Striker support for older decks, new arts, things of that nature. What's your thought process on that right now?
I think it's very healthy for the market. I really do, because, you know, you have all these different alternate arts. It's giving a lot of accessibility to all these players that want to try these meta relevant decks. So it's honestly, I like it in that aspect. It's cool, you know, if you get your favorite card in alternate art. So, you know, they can pick up in, like, you know, demand if people like that alternate art more than the you know, the old OG art. But it's all dependent on the person. But personally, you know, I love the OGs. I'm an OG art person.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Like you said, it's all about options, you know, and in this case, we do see a checkmark recovery here. The card is exploding towards the upside. Low listings as people realize that it's just hard, you know, to based on the demand. A lot of Sky Striker players that love the alternate art, and maybe they don't want to spend 50, 67, whatever the quarter century is right now, just $5-10. They're like, let me just go on a budget here and get exposure to this specific version. So it's nice to see these legendary moves going on from the legendary modern decks, guys. And then we do have Sky Striker Ace Kagari. Is a card that Swole wanted to highlight, the ultimate rare here. Actually making moves. The card was a hundy, just a flat hundo essentially. It was around triple digits here, and now 10 listings only. Swole said gone to almost 200s. You have a couple here, place it at around 180s. but then 250s to 300 at the bottom of the page. This card has been expensive in the past. So Swole, what do you think about, like you said, OGs?
This card isn't a Sky Striker card anymore, guys. This is a Yummy card. This is a Yummy card now. All right, this bridges you into Yummy. Now with Camellia, it's an easy link one, and you already bridge right into. I mean, you're dumping Hornet Drones, and then you're going into Kagari. Kagari add Hornet Drones, and then you got Yummy combo. It's 9,000 ways to go Yummy, and that's why people eat this up. Everybody wants the Sky Striker cards. They got the hype for Camellia being able to bridge further into Yummy. Camellia is literally Moon for Cupsy. Like that, like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. Camellia is a crazy card, and Kagari facilitates that. That link one, being able to add Hornet Drones just provides so much dominance to the meta. It's insane.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's great points. Again, you know, just people wanting access to these cards, and, you know, people that play them, they're going to want the high rarity. Sure, could this get reprinted at rarity 5? Of course, keep it in mind, but this is the high end, the scarce, you know, high end versions, in the sense that even if you get a starlight, sure, this one will see sell pressure, but there's going to be people out there that they're going to always prefer this specific version right there. So Kagari making moves, making plays, pretty soon it could really start moving on up even further. So definitely keep that in mind. Then we have Sky Striker Mobilized Linkage. The QCSR was 88 bucks. Says it's going up to 96.97s, but we're at 120s. 8 listings only. After a couple listings is 180s, then 195, then $300, man. Hey, I mean, it's crazy. Rent money pretty soon, man. You have to either skip rent and get the max rarity or go on a budget, but this is getting crazy. Linkage, talk to me, bro. What do you think about Linkage? Why is it doing this? Crazy.
All the hype, guys. I mean, the Sky Striker engine is seeing so much splash ability. Camellia literally facilitates a lot of engines to be able to play Sky Striker and then dip into new combo lines. So, I mean, it facilitates a lot. People are starting to really pick up interest in the Sky Striker cards even more than before, doing pile decks, doing different variants. Linkage is one of those cards you need. And, you know, everybody, once they love a deck, they got to bling it out. And where you're going to go, you're going to get that QC, you're going to get that Starlight. Or if you're like me, you get the OTS Ulti or the Ulti. You know, Ulti fan all day. But, hey, these Starlights are looking insane, especially from these packs, man. It's just really, they did a really good job on this one. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, no, you make a great point. The fact that once you have a new product that people they crack open, they go to the retailers and they just pick up the new product, then that creates that demand, that itch. Oh man, look, I pulled the Starlight, or I ordered it online, but what am I missing?
I need 2 more.
You see, there we go. You pulled one, you need to pick up the rest. You're gonna come to TCG, and that demand is gonna come in here, guys. And you know, he made a great point that it's just the hype right now. There's a lot of hype around Sky Strikers. There's no way to put it, especially with Camellia, you know, coming out. So yeah, excellent point. Then we have Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones. This card was $9, 9 single digits, guys. And we talked about it here before it went into its parabolic advance move here. It's going from $9 to 16s. And now it's 30 bones. 6 listings only here. You have a playset at 30. Basically, post-tax, you're going to have to pay $100 now for a card that it was 30 bucks for a playset like a week ago. Insanity taking over these markets, guys. Let me know what you guys think. And you did mention Hornet Drones. You know, this is the CR. Yep. I believe this is still the max rarity, if I'm not mistaken. It came in Juhu. Everyone wants this version. So you mentioned the card. Just how good is it meta relevance wise? You know, like it's a 30 piece up 3x. Let's hear it, man.
This is the bridge into Yummy. I mean, people were playing, you know, the small Sky Striker package before, but now with Camellia being able to just take 2 generic bodies and then being able to dump Hornet Drones and then go into Kagari to add the Hornet Drones, to use Hornet Drones to go into Cupsy Yummy way. You got Cupsy every road leads to Yummy. Every road. Ban that card, Konami. Yo, I'm tired of seeing Yummy.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's not Rome. Okay. All roads lead to Yummy, not Rome. Okay, I like that, man. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the demand. I mean, a lot of people are seeing people play at the highest of levels in the Yu-Gi-Oh space right now, competitively speaking. So again, here it is. Parabolic. We said that if you need it, pick it up. And now it's actually played out. So now it's kind of steep. We'll see. It might continue going up here, but in the short term is, you know, too high, too fast. We'll continue to monitor this one for you guys, but definitely wanted to keep you guys informed. Then we have Sky Striker Ace 0. Shout out to Down South. We just had him on last week, and he was saying and telling people, you know, member of the channel, that to keep in mind that this is still a version that people will still want, you know, even with the reprint. And we're starting to see it. It went down to 20 bucks, but now little by little, after a couple one-ups, it quickly goes back up to 25s and then 30s. So again, just want to keep in mind the fact that, you know, because there's a lot of Sky Striker hype, people are going to want the higher rarities. People are going to want to bling out their decks. So for some of these cards, they have a common reprint. And sure, if you're on a budget, that's great. You know, you get to still play the deck. You still have access to the card. But the high-end Yu-Gi-Oh players, they're going to want the max rarity versions or the higher end rarities, as we can see. So this is a perfect example. So Suo, we have Sky Striker A0, and then we also have Sky Striker Ace Azalea on that same boat. The boat where they have like common reprints or other reprints, but people still want the high-end rarity. I mean, what is your thought process on these cards, the utility, the Sky Striker hype, common versus secrets, and things of that nature?
I think if you're trying to go after high rarity, I would wait. I would wait right now, just because there's a lot of potential that we're going to see Sky Striker, some version of it at least, in Rarity 5. I guarantee we'll see some version of it in Rarity 5, whether it's a Kagari Starlight, whether it's these guys coming in Starlight. We don't know. You know, Konami loves doing their filler spots. They do some meta-relevant options, so I wouldn't put it past them to put these old Sky Striker cards in there. But, you know, if you're looking to play the card, just pick up the common. Just pick up the it's pennies, guys. Penny stocks right there. You know, just pick them up if you need it to play. If you want to get high rarity, just wait for Rarity 5, see what comes out, and then, you know, if it's not there, bite the bullet, right?
Yeah. That's the approach that I would recommend as well. Just like he said, you know, like, I mean, I get it. Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't patient. They're just receiving the legendary modern decks right now. They want to bling out their decks, but with the reprint season just around the corner, not just Rarity 5, but another Battles of Legends set as well. You never know what Konami decides to include in those reprint sets, and you wouldn't want to get these cards and then see and get double whammy reprint in one of those reprint sets as well. So just wait a little longer. Yeah, like he said, you know, in the short term, I'd pick up the commons just to get exposure to the card if you need it, and then reassess. Once the reprints come out, was it there? No, pick up the higher rarity and then go from there. So great take, you know, with regards to that one. And then just showing the common for Azalea here as well, just seeing it, you know, the fact that it's free 99 with thousands of copies here, because it is a common. But if this does not get reprinted soon, like before Nats, I could see this card going from shekels to billies easy. So, you know, pick it up now if you need it. No need to wait, especially at a quarter. Just $1 gets you 4 of these. Like, it can't get any better than that. And again, 2 prints only, so definitely keep it in mind. Then we have reinforcement of the army, Swole. The alternate art is $400. Let me say that again. Let me say it right. $400 for an alternate art starlight rare reinforcement of the army from legendary modern decks. Just think about that right now. You got $400 in your wallet, and you're gonna be like, you know what, man, let me just pick up that ROTA. You know, it's the alternate art. I'm a boomer like Jay. You know, I might need it for my Eddie Edison deck or for my GOAT deck. You know, $400. You know, I might need 2, but let's start with 1. So what is your thought process with regards to this one, man?
Hey, first of all, if you an OG boomer like me and Jay over here, dog, you going for that hobby league ROTA, all right? That's the real max rarity, all right? So we all know that's the real one. But, I mean, this alternate art, man, people are following in on that Sky Striker hype. They want that alternate art, man. They're just looking at it for that. There's a lot of Sky Striker lovers, man. And, you know, even before the new support came out, all those Sky Striker guys love to bling out their decks. They love to bling it out, especially when they first got the alternate art engaged and linkage. You know, they just had to bling it out. So, I mean, it's no different with this. You know, a lot of demand for Sky Striker right now. I don't personally foresee this staying this high. At the same time, I mean, it is very, very hard to pull starlights in these structure decks. It's not easy. I mean, I've ripped open 8 myself, and I did not pull a single one. So
that's crazy. Not a single starlight after 8 of them things.
No.
Wow, that's insane. That's great insight in the sense of pull rates that Swole just gave you guys, and you can see some sales here at around 240s. You know, so people are actually coming in with deep pockets. And right now, you're gonna have to pay over a band, over 1,000 bones for a playset of this card. This is just mind-boggling. It is the initial rush. We'll see. We expect some type of retracement back down to the mean, but it's just crazy. I always love people's reaction when they realize that this card right now, at least, is $400 a piece for this. Just crazy. As Swole laughs, he just can't believe it. I love people's reaction, man. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be picking up the charmies, man. If you got bags like that, man, go pick up some QCR charmies,
Ooh,
man.
man.
Those are
Hey,
gonna be around
hey,
forever.
next time I see you, I need to see you with 3 of these. You know, you're gonna come up to me and be like, Jay, I got 3. You know, I didn't pick them up for 400, but we made it. Nah, you're gonna have the hobby leagues. Just messing with you. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that this is 400, man. It's wild with the markets, you know, shocking prices here, as you guys can definitely see. Then we have Ophion, you know, another one that, you know, we did mention recently. But you know, Swole wanted to highlight here, and he'll just let you guys know in just a moment. But again, Evilswarm Ophion from Stampede actually went from $3 to, it says 12s, but there was you know, sales here in the 20s, and right now it's at $23, 12 listings only. You have a couple 1s and 2s here, and even 3s. But yeah, man, why the Ophion hype? Why people coming in for this card? Why should people be considering picking it up? Like, let's just hear it.
So this card is going to be the next big floodgate with all these cards that just came out, the rivals. We had one that came out, a new rank 4 that's support into the Phantom Knights archetype and just generic rank 4 that even. So it can actually go into Ophion, which is a floodgate. And you know how Yu-Gi-Oh players love their floodgates. If we can find a way to abuse one, we're going to do it. So Ophion is definitely going to be looked at. I think it's going to be seeing a lot of play once we get the rivals over here within the 4-month time frame. It just is very dependent. I'm not sure when we will correlate to what we get with the rival set, or when we get those sets, but typically we're 3 to 4 months behind the OCG. So I predict that Ophion will go down a little bit.
Okay.
And when it does, you know, because once people initially rush in, buy it, we see a price spike. I'll probably calm down a little bit, but once the card comes out, that thing's gone. I mean, it's a QCR from Stampede. Stampede was very hard to pull QCRs. I mean, ask Ruxin 34, you know, he's still chasing after like 2 QCRs because he can't complete it, right? So, you know, I mean, guys, I mean, it's hard to pull these QCRs out of these rarity collections, man. It's a large card pool, you know, and this was dirt cheap. If you didn't pick this up at 3, your boy, you know, watch I say with Jay, you know, I picked them up. I picked up 6 of them. 6 of them for $3. $3.
Damn, that's good. 6 for 20 for a $20 bill. That sounds about right. You know, that's good. That's good, man. That's good. You see, Swole is eating good, obviously, because he's Swole. He's always healthy. And as you guys can see, you see Evilswarm Ophion, you know, just I love it, man. You see, he's exposed. And again, guys, you do have other versions. Jay, I missed out. I'm not like Swole. I didn't come in at $3. Then you still got, you know, the OG secrets. You have Dusas at dollars, platinum secrets at shekels. So what Swole is trying to say, just get exposure. That E word that we're always talking about here. If you miss the higher end moves, just come in here. If you want the card, if you want to invest into it, sure, again, it could get a reprint during this reprint season, just something to be on the lookout. But again, if you just need access to it, you're one of, just come in, pick up one of the lower rarities, just to make sure that you do have access to the card. Then we have X-Saber Invoker. Again, you know, Swole wanted to highlight this for you guys, for the community, in the sense of coming potentially off the next ban list. Right now the card is around $6. I mean, it used to be around $350s. 24 listings only. And again, with all the, you know, recent you know, X-Sabers coming you know, in the legendary decks and things of that nature, now we have this quarter century secret rares. Like, why was this in Stampede? You know, I think like Swole is gonna say right now, and he mentioned to me in essence, like, why this card is in Stampede? Why is it a QCSR in Stampede if they don't have plans for it? It's not guaranteed,
how Konami works.
But yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
we know how Konami works, man. You know, they're a business, all right? They think money first, all right? That's how they do reprints. That's how they do everything. And they just made X-Saber support. X-Saber Invoker, he's not doing much, all right? Even right now, you release him, all it's going to do is hype up the X-Saber support that they just released. So they want to sell product. I guarantee the next list he's going to come off. That's speculation, but I feel like he's not doing nothing, right? I mean, they release him. It's really not going to do that much impact to the meta. It's going to make X-Sabers a lot better. It's going to make them a little bit more splashable with different engines. But overall, I mean, it's not some dominant card that it used to be. Right. So I really foresee this coming. I mean, X-Sabers is a phenomenal deck right now. I mean, it really is. I mean, you can 1-card combo hand loop your opponent for all the cards in their hand. You can even deck them out if they charm you and they have no imperms or nibs. Like, if they have no imperms or nibs in their deck, you can deck them out if they charm you. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. 1 card.
It
One
is.
card. That's insane. Like back in the Edison days, Jay, I know you remember if you had double Fall Troll, that's how you hand looped them, right? Now you can actually search Fall Troll, and then you can search another Fall Troll with a whole combo line, which will be on my channel on how to hand rip. All right. So if you guys want to know how to one card, hand rip your opponent for everything we got,
tune in.
Check out my channel.
You have to tune in. Link in the description down below. You need to be ready for that fire video. And again, you never know. Hey, if this thing comes off the list, it'll spike up into oblivion. It doesn't hurt.
Pick it up now.
You see,
I pick it up now.
Single digis. Listen to
like we were just saying with Ophion. It was $3 for a QCR out of one of the hardest sets to pull QCRs, guys. This card is insane. And you know what? All it takes is for this card to come off the list and it's gone. It's gone. It's through the roof. Yeah, that's the max rarity. There is no ulti, there's no nothing. That's the max rarity right there, and it is hard to pull.
Yeah.
$3?
Yeah.
$3?
Pick it up, man. Pick it up, man. Get that exposure.
If I don't pick it up, I'm gonna be picking it up soon. All right. I just bought a lot. So
don't let him become the invoker whale, man. Don't let him become the whale. Don't let Soul become the whale. Just get your one-ups if you want, if you feel like speculating. Not bad at all. Then we have Forbidden Droplet, a card that has seen demand recently. A V-shape recovered off the lows for the ultimate rare. We talked about the quarter century in a past video, but right here, the ultimate rare says it was 65s, but honestly, it's up 20 bucks from those lows. 12 listings only. And right now you have a couple, a play set here and there, a couple ones and two ofs, and then it goes to 150s, man. It goes to 100, then 150s, triple digis, and then it's gone. So again, there's demand coming in even for the OG rarity. Sure, could this card get a reprint in rarity 5, a variant art? Of course, being staple-ish, that's to be expected. But again, this is one of the OG arts right here in the sense of OG prints, higher end prints with the OT. So what do you think about Droplet right now as a card in the meta? And maybe, the ultimate rares, like you said, you prefer these specific versions. Me too. So what do you think about this one?
This card's phenomenal. I mean, this card is literally right now is probably the top 3 most dominant non-engine cards you can play in the meta right now. I mean, it's seeing play in a lot of decks. It's so good against so many decks right now. This is really a Droplet format, and we are seeing that hype come in. I mean, the OTS Ultimate, like I said, I believe Ultimate is, true king of max rarity. So I'm a huge I picked these ultis up back at YCS Virginia for 60 a piece.
Wow.
I knew I had to get it. I knew I had to get them. It's just, you have to. I mean, right now, I don't foresee it even becoming not meta relevant for a very long time, because right now we have a lot of cards that are targeting spells and traps. Having this card to be able to dodge those effects, to make sure that your cards resolve is so huge. And on top of that, you're not just letting your cards resolve, but you're also negating monsters on your opponent's field. I mean, this card is so good into the current meta right now. I mean, I'd probably put it at the top. I'd put it at the top, honestly, next to Ash and Fualos. I mean, those is so meta relevant,
Yeah, I mean, it's Droplet. Like I've always said, it always cycles in and out of different meta formats, but when it cycles in, it's just so good. And people, start playing it, picking them up. Of course, there's a lot of, commons now and readily available and accessible reprints, so that's good for people on a budget. But if you want the high end, keep this one in mind. It could be triple digis in a heartbeat. So we wanted to highlight that one for you guys. Then we have Azamina. Definitely Swole wanted to highlight the package, the Azamina package, the performance, is doing right now with Yummy, being like the main variant. Obviously, you have White Forest out there as well. So again, Azamina cards are making large moves due to the recent meta impact. So we're going to start here with Murcielago. Azamina Murcielago QCS are from Rage of the Abyss. This card was what, like 46 bucks, went up to 50s. So it was consolidating around 50 bones, and now gone. Swole TCG came in and he just bought them all, man. 80 bucks. He left one, just one for you guys. Look at that.
Got my playset right there.
You see?
Playset right there.
You see? Hey, he's going to list those 3. He's going to be the whale here on TCG Player after this one gets bought out at 80, guys. This is insane. 2 listings only. Let's hear it. So what's going on with Azamina and this card as well?
This card is phenomenal. I mean, I've been a huge supporter of Azamina since its conception. I mean, a lot of people just realize that this card is a searcher and it gets you into your Azamina plays, but it's not just a searcher. You can also attack with it, and then once it gets destroyed, you get another search. On top of that, if your opponent loses 500 attack and defense for all Azamina monsters on the field, it's a lingering effect that it has on it. It has 3 separate effects. A lot of people don't realize all the effects that are on these cards. And you know, this card is so phenomenal, and it's literally the bridge piece into so many decks. You have to play it if you're running the Azamina package. If you're running the D-Mod package with Diabellstar, you have to play it. It's just a card you have to have your one of. So and naturally, it's going to get bought out. That's the max rarity. You know, you have to get your one of.
Yeah. There's no way around it. And again, like we said, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players, they will choose the max rarity version to bling out their extra deck. Especially there's people out there that their main deck they don't really care about, but because their extra deck is just 15 cards, they really hone in and focus on getting max rarity versions. And as you can see, the demand has pushed this card, you know, from 50 bucks, one left at 80s, and then you're gonna have to call or deal with Swole TCG to get a deal on one of these, because you know they're gonna be gone. So yeah, this is a great card to highlight for you guys. Just in case you have it, you're up big time with this card. And then you obviously have Moa Regina as well. Just, you know, talking about the Azamina package here, you know, in this case, Swole TCG, and he's going to expand a little bit more on that in just a moment, but he believes this is next. This is a great deal. The fact that this card is 28 bucks, you know, recently it was around 30, so it's still around 28, 30 bucks. You know, don't let this be a 40 to 50 piece, you know, or 2x right here to 60 bucks. 11 listings only. So Swole TCG wanted to highlight the deal, one of the deals of the days for you guys right here. QCSR, let's hear it.
This card is phenomenal. Now, this is for a heavier Azamina package. You know, a lot of Mitsu Azamina variants. You know, you got your Orcus Azamina variants out there. You know, this is one of those cards that you want to have in it. But right now, the thing about this card, it has an effect that says Reborn an Illusion Monster. Just an illusion monster. We're getting more support for illusion monsters with the Hecka Hands. You know, the Hecka Hands is getting more support. More illusion support's going to come out. It's only a matter of time before this card becomes meta relevant and very impactful, because it doesn't negate that monster's effect. It just says Reborn an Illusion Monster. Hey. So any card that's a monster reborn that also says, hey, destroy 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field, just a phenomenal card. I mean, the card is absolutely phenomenal. It's just a matter of time before it sees its play in the meta.
It's good. Like, just reading through it, most of us don't take the time to read cards, as you know, most Yu-Gi-Oh players, but it is a card that has multiple effects, and they're very, very good. So listen to Swole. Don't let this be 40, 50, 60s on you. If you need your one of, just come in at 30s. That's what I'd be doing if I would need it. You know, literally the card used to be 37 to 40s. It flash crashed here to the current lows, and people are sleeping on it. Volume is starting to come in. Don't let this be the next mood. Cielago, guys. Don't let it. And obviously we have Elzette. Literally every time we talk about Elzette Azamina the White Forest, every time we come back to the card, is at a higher price. This is insane. The card was 12 bucks. Then it went to 25s, which is honestly high enough, right? Wrong. This card is $34. After a playset is a 45 piece. Then after a couple playsets here and there, it goes to 90s and then 100s. 7 listings only. I'm telling y'all, man, Swole he got some connects when it comes to this Azamina package, because he's making things happen. Buyouts left and right.
I'm the godfather of this archetype, Jay. I literally, from its conception, I was the first person to make pure Azamina right when Suda came out. All right, so like I stay saucing with this archetype. I took 9th place at a Duluth regional with Canine Azamina. I created it myself. I made up Canine Azamina, took it to a regional, got 9th place. And if I had SP in my extra deck, I would have won that bitch. But it's all good.
Wait, where's the wait, what regional was it? What's the name of that regional you said?
Duluth regional up in Atlanta, Georgia. Duluth? They had 500 players.
Damn, 500, man. I need to make it out there one of these days. Then damn. Duluth, man. I was gonna tell you.
One I only had 300 something, but this was when it just first came out.
Damn, Duluth.
Yeah,
I'm like, where's that?
This card right here, Jay. I don't think unless you need it to play, like you need it right now and events coming up, then pick it up. But if you don't need it to play right now and you can wait, you don't have anything, I'd wait for the reprint, because it's Suda. Suda's been a hot minute.
Yeah,
Soon
yeah,
it's been
yeah,
a
yeah.
hot minute. I guarantee we're gonna get a reprint. Like you said, you know, the Battle is a Legend. You know, I don't know necessarily rarity, but maybe Battle is a Legend. I could see it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. That's a good point because, like we've been saying, a lot of people just, oh no, I mean this card is not going to be in rarity. Like they're going to wait. Yeah, but people forget that there's multiple reprint sets coming. It's not just the rarity 5. You have rarity 5. You have Battles of Legend. You know, you probably have some OTS packs. Not to say that this would be in here, but you know, you have different like places where this card could be sneaked. And just keep it in mind. Right now, it's going insane. You know, so yeah, man. But if you have it, it might be time to eat soon, especially if you start seeing 40s and ridiculous prices. You know, because again, this parabolic move, like we always, hype cycles. Right now, this is in the midst of a hype cycle, and of course, when it's hype, is because people need it, people are playing it, it's doing well in the meta, and that's when you want to get rid of cards. When it's at the top, you know, again, not the literal top
right
price
now, you should
wise,
be
but
selling this
yes,
card.
you
Sell
see,
this card now. Tell
literally,
it. People on my channel be like, man, how do you get all that max rarity? It's like I buy low, I sell high.
That's it. You came in early.
I pick these girls up when they're like $2 for a secret, and then I flip it.
You see
and
right there, right there. This is
what Billy. Up to you, Billy. Go ahead. Hey, yo, thank you for that 100 piece. I paid $6. Yo, go ahead, bye, Billy.
The game is too easy. It's too easy. Look at that. Look at that. Swole was buying right there at 3 bones, right there at the low, because the game is too easy, man. It's crazy. And yeah, this is up 10x from the lows right now. It's time to eat, boys. It's time to eat. You know, people sometimes they wait too long. A reprint gets announced, this crashes overnight, and then they miss out on them gains. I'd be selling this card right now. That's just me. It does have a max rarity. Again, recently it was $50. Now it's still at 108s, but pretty soon it could start creeping up towards 150s, guys. As you can see, the secret rare is going crazy. So definitely keep this card on your radar. I'd be selling. We have the Hallowed Azamina literally going parabolic as we speak. This card came out and it was free 99. The card came out and it was like 50 cents. And right now it's a $4 prismatic secret rare, guys. This card came out already 6-7 months ago. It's crazy that the tins came out that long ago already. But again, Swole TCG probably bought like 1,000 of these. He's the wall of China right here, probably one of these walls right here, because he's the Azamina king. But guys, $4. What do you think about this, Swole? Is it worth it? Did you see this coming? Is the card that good? Like, let's hear it.
Yeah. I mean, this is the staple. This is the staple right here to facilitate a lot, especially if you're playing a higher Azamina package. A lot of people are looking at the betters, which is the quick play version of Hallowed, essentially. But, you know, Hallowed has always been the mainstay staple. It helps you, you know, recycle your materials. You get to use it again. It's not once per turn to fuse. So, I mean, it's just a phenomenal card. It's phenomenally written. I mean, I'm a huge fan of this card. When I saw that Prismatic Secret, I was like, I knew they had to give me a better, higher rarity, and that is beautiful. It's a beautiful card.
It is.
You know, so like I had to pick up my play set. You know, the card's phenomenal, and I definitely see it going up higher, and I don't see them reprinting, you know, Hallowed Azamina anytime soon, you know. So this is the max rarity, you know, get in while it's now, and because once that Dark Magician support comes out, I guarantee Azamina is going to spike up even further, because this is the easiest bridge into Dark Magician is now Azamina. You know, all roads lead to Diabell Star, and then Diabell Star leads to Dark Magician.
There you go.
I mean, this is the easiest package to do full Dark Magician stuff. Everything's spellcaster, everything's dark. You're playing impulses, you're going crazy. You know, it's time to pick it up. I would pick this card up. If you haven't picked it up and you want max rarity, pick it up.
There you go. There you go. I mean, you guys heard about the utility and just how good and powerful this card is. So keep it in mind. You know, it's kind of steep compared to past prices. So in the very, very short term, maybe you wait for a little retracement here and there. But like Swole said, it's just hard because the demand is outpacing the supply. And this card continues to go parabolic. Then we do have Azamina Ilia Sylvia. This is the card that Swole was dying to talk about because the card was $5. But before that, it was a wall of China at $3. Let me see that blue binder again. Where's that blue binder, man? Show the masses. Show the masses.
Jay, you want it?
Yes.
Show the masses here. All right. So we got RO9, right? That's RO9.
Crazy. That's
the
wild.
RO9 for my RO9. Wait. Oh, no, that's it.
That's insane. What is that? 27?
One for my deck.
28. All right. That's 28 copies. That is wild, bro. That is insane. That's how much Swole loves this archetype.
$2 to $3.
You see?
$2 to $3.
You see, he came in early. Yeah, we were talking about
it's only going to get better.
Yeah,
even people that play the small Azamina package, this is the main card you need in a small Azamina package. Some people just play it for literally just this Omni Negate right here. That's it. That's all they want is just this little guy right here. So it's getting bought out. And like I said, as the Azamina hype, as the Dark Magician hype grows, Azamina works phenomenally with Dark Magician. Is how you bridge. They're going to be picking up this card and it's going to keep climbing.
There you go. I mean, the card was 3s at one point, then 5s, and then it went up to 15s, now retracing back down to 10s. No better time, especially if you just need your one of. Like, pick it up. Don't let Whale Swole come in here and list these at 50 bucks when they get bought out.
Yeah, you're going to see my wall, 18. You're going to see my wall of 18 for 50 bones.
You see, the game is too easy.
Buy them all. And then I'm going to be in the Bahamas, sipping, toasting the Billy. That's how
Billy Bob, man. Hey, my boy's going to the Bahamas. Thanks to Billy Bob, man. The game is that easy, you guys. So pick up your one-ups, man. It's nice to hear about it. You know, people actually taking action when these cards are super cheap. And I believe, yeah, this is the beginning for this ultimate rare. So definitely one to keep on your radar. Then we have Saint Azamina. We talked about the secret rare recently. But yeah, the quarter century secret rare just continues going up. It says it's 50 bucks, but really 65s. And then after a couple one-ups, goes to 70s, 80s, bought out into oblivion, into the triple digi range. 8 listings only. People are coming in. Again, there's a lot of blue binders out there, just like my guy Soul. People picking these up. So why should people be getting exposure to a card like this?
Yeah, man, this card is so phenomenal into the meta. The moment I read this card when it came out in Suda, I was like, this card is cracked. This card is literally cracked. I was like, and you know what? No one really paid attention to it, but now people are saying, oh, you know, this is a super poly target to beat out the best deck, you know, branded Draco Tail or branded variants, where they're ending on a fusion monster with the new Ecclesia Synchro and you super poly them away for Saint Azamina. Saint Azamina also just says you can summon out a free Omni Negate, Ilia Sylvia, and then you contribute Azamina and one of your opponent's monsters to have a 4K beater, and then you can attack them for game because Ilia Sylvia's other effect that people forget to read says Azamina cards do double damage. So you're doing 8K with that beater. You're doing 8K with that beater. It's an OTK.
That's
like Saint
crazy.
Azamina is so cracked. It's so free. It's the easiest card to bring out, whether it's super poly or whether you're using the Sinful Spoils package. I mean, the card is insane. You should have picked it up at 30. You lost out.
Yeah.
If you want it, you got to eat.
Yeah.
You're going to have to take it.
Yeah. This card was 23, 24, 25 bucks. Now it's crazy. It was previously 50s, now pushing higher prices. It is a Suda card. Like Sewell said, some Suda cards may get reprints during this reprint season. Just something to be on the lookout
100%.
for. But, you know, if it doesn't get that reprint, this card could see triple digis easy, you know, once, you know, the Spellcaster support, Dark Magician support continues coming out. Then we do have, again, just showing here, we did mention Elzette, you know, just as a card, you know, to consider. And then the White Forest package, you do have, you know, low listings for Diabell, Queen of the White Forest, Silvera as well. So just wanted to know if you wanted to touch base on anything White Forest related, because obviously we already know the impact that Azamina is having and will have, you know, with Yummy and in the future with Dark Magician, things of that nature. But how about White Forest? It was the original Azamina play with White Forest. Where is it right now? You know, the White Forest engine sucks. Should people be picking it up and at least getting exposure to it? What's your thought process when it comes to this one?
So some people are gonna hate me for this, but I think White Forest is absolutely dog water. It wasn't good. It wasn't. The only card that's good is the Diabell Queen. So we could touch base on Diabell Queen. She's seeing meta relevant play. You know, that Synchro 8 has been getting fused into Yummy combos so people can bridge from Yummy into their Azamina package. So, because this card is a generic, you know, add a spell back to your hand. It summons out a Synchro Tuner, which can bring out a Cupsy Yummy way. So, I mean, it's pretty, there's a lot of crazy things you can do with her. That's probably the most cracked card. But overall, I mean, White Forest, it needs more help. You know, Azamina was always meant to stand alone by itself. It's such a splashable engine. You could mix Azamina into anything, and I think the worst thing to mix it into is probably White Forest. I'm talking, you know, I'm sorry to all my White Forest players, dog. You know, I love you guys, but you know, it's just Azamina. It's dark. Why not play it with a dark attribute like Mitsurugi? Because you can use Deception and tribute your bricked up Marakumo in your hand and have full Mitsu combo on top of a full Azamina combo. Like, that's the thing. And with them all being darks, you can play what? One of the most broken hand traps ever printed, Dominus Impulse. You know, so Azamina was always meant to be played with all these other strategies. I just feel like it's better suited in other strategies, especially with the new Dark Magician stuff. You know, a lot of potential there. I don't think we'll see too much hype with the White Forest cards besides Diabell Queen, because she is very, very splashable and very free.
All right, there you go, guys. So definitely a card to keep in mind if you're picking up anything White Forest right now. Diabell, Queen of the White Forest, would be the one to keep in mind. There's the Clean Secret. They get the lower end reprint as well, and then the high end as well. So definitely keep that one in mind. Then we have Thunder Dragon. You know, we have Thunder Dragon Colossus, ultimate rare. Swole was dying to talk about this card here in today's market watch. A card that at one point, if you go to the 6-month chart, was 18 bucks, man. Look at that. The lows were at 18s, as you can see right there.
That's me. That's me right there. That's where I bought.
You see, that's him. That's him. Swole came right at the low. He picked it up, you know, his beautiful ultimate rare. And now the card is $60 right now. 60 after a 5-1, 60 to start going to 70, 80s, eventually triple digits. 12 listings only. So again, not just because of the new Thunder support that, you know, people have been saying that you can't play this card with that, but then why are people picking up this ultimate rare right now?
Because we also didn't just get the new Thunder support, we got a new Thunder ROTA. So there's a card coming out that literally says add a Thunder monster to your hand. All right. So what is that going to do? It's going to add you your Thunder Dragon, or it could add you your Nemesis Corridor. All of that says get a free Colossus. And what is Colossus? One of the craziest, it's literally Droll. A Droll that can't be destroyed if you got Thunder Dragons. Like that, it's an insane card. Like we talked about with Ophion, people love their floodgates. They're going to find a way to abuse floodgates. With us getting a ROTA, that's going to make it easily accessible to have another floodgate into our deck. It's just going to be a very dominant card when that card comes out for sure.
Yeah, so keep it in mind. Again, people forget, it got the rarity treatment. You got PCRs at dollars, PURs at shekels, clean secrets at 2/4 a pop. Don't take this card for granted overall. And then you also do have, you know, the quarter century secret rare. It was 13 bucks. Before that, it was 8s, and before that, even 7 single digits. And now it's $18. You have a one of, and essentially is a $20 card, guys. Quickly goes up to 25s, 18 listings only. So you're starting to see the demand that Swole is talking about right here that you don't want to miss out. Like the OT already went crazy. What's next?
Yeah,
the quarter century. Yeah, the QCSR is next. Yes, listen to Swole.
I get your QC right now. Like if you want this card, if you're hyped about that new Thunder, you know, ROTA to come out, you know, I would pick this card up now. Thunder Dragon is very powerful. Thunder Dragon Colossus is very powerful, and it's very accessible, especially with the Nemesis cards. So it's very splashable into a lot of decks. So it's a phenomenal card. And I mean, it's a floodgate. You know, everybody loves floodgates.
Yeah, so. Still in the teens. So pick it up now if you really do need the card. Then we have Songs of the Dominators from Alliance Insight, the Quarter Century, the Secret, and then Dominus Spiral. Same deal here from Doom of Dimensions, the Secret, and the Starlight rare. So we wanted to touch base on the fact that Dominus Impulse, Dominus Purge already got reprints, and I believe they're going to continue getting reprinted here. But what you have Alliance Insight and Doom of Dimensions, sets that cards shouldn't get reprinted from them in the near-term future. You never know. Konami might decide to sneak songs which came before. Maybe. You never know, right? You never know. But keep it in mind, just in case, once Yu-Gi-Oh! Players get the other versions, the Impulses and the Purges, you know, sooner rather than later, and additional reprints are going to be coming back to pick these cards up. You see the volume coming in here. So the secret rares right now are still 650s. So for 20 bucks at this wall of China right there, you can get a playset. Not bad at all for Songs of the Dominators. And then for Dominus Spiral, the secret, you know, is around 7-8 bucks as well. So it's cheap. I don't see it getting too much cheaper than here. We're talking about exposure. We're not saying these are the best Dominus cards or the broken end-all be-all cards, but exposure. You never know if, you know, they come and see play, something changes, a new card comes out, the meta shifts, a ban list, or this or that in the third. Is always good to get exposure. And then you have the high-end Songs of the Dominators, all-time lows here at 30 bucks, all-time lows. Swole's gonna touch base on that in just a bit. And then you have Dominus Spiral, literally at around 33 bucks. $100 gets you play sets of each of these. So Swole, take over. Why should people be looking at these two cards right now?
I think these high ends, like we've seen this with the Dominus cards, we've seen it with the Charmies, you know, it goes down in the meta. These cards get unlooked at. Next thing you know, a card comes out. These cards become, you know, top tier. Everybody wants them, and they explode. They
Literally.
explode. You know, and so that right now, this is a QCR Starlight QCR. You know, for $30 of a card that is written very well. I mean, it only is going to take one little thing to set these cards above. I mean, we already saw, you know, a price spike with Songs of the Dominators when Yummy first came out because people were teching it in, and it climbed up to $100 a copy. I mean, it literally says, you know, negate a monster effect and then search another Dominus card. That is broken. It is broken. You know, it's only a matter of time before we get more Dominus support, maybe an archetype around it. You never know with Konami. I think right now, this is the time. If you want access to these cards, you want access to the high end, the high rarity, pick them up now. Pick them up now while they're, I mean, this is essentially shekels for such a dominant card. For such a crazy card that has so much potential, is very cheap.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like we said, just pick these up. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to want the Dominus package. Even if they're not using some, you know, right now, you never know in the future, they're going to still want that exposure. So definitely you need to keep these cards in mind. Both of them around the same similar prices. Again, just keep them on your radar. We have Abominations Prison. I believe, you know, new Unchained support got announced. This card used to be $2 back in late January. Crazy. $2 now is $15 here. 6 listings only. Yeah, this card again from 2 to 15s is crazy. Again, what do you think? Do you know about the new Unchained support? What do you think about the deck itself? Yeah, so let's hear it. Yeah.
It's going to be a solid strategy, you know, but this is also, we're seeing the same thing, you know, when we get that initial rush, when we get all the hype, you know, people are excited about it. So, I mean, right now, yeah, it's exploded, but I guarantee we're going to have that second leg down, you know, and we're going to actually take over with it, you know? So, it's really dependent on where Konami goes with reprints, but I think this isn't going to get a reprint anytime soon. We already had a QC, so I think this is a good pickup after it goes down a little bit once the hype fades.
Yeah. Once you get a retracement back down to the mean, keep it on your radar. It's a Rarity Collection 2 print. You have secrets and PCRs and PURs, all them P's and all them R's. So, you know, you guys can get exposure to the card. Just keep in mind that the quarter century going from 2 to 15s, it is a considerable move. So usually when you have a move like that, you want to at least wait for 10. So that's what I'd be doing. Maybe a $10 card, maybe single digits, maybe get a deal in person. That would be the approach for this one. In my humble opinion. Then we have Allure of Darkness, just a random secret rare from Bonanza that I was, you know, skimming through and saw that this card used to be $1, a Billy, a Bone, a Bean, a Buck. You know what I mean? And now it's 3s. It's up 3x from the lows, but that's just this card is getting bought out. Secret rare, Allure of Darkness. Probably a lot of people didn't know that this card was going through this right now. 6 listings only. You have a couple 1s and 2s, a playset here and there, and then the card is literally bought out. So what is this? Is it Malice? Is it some other dark archetype? Like, what's going on? Why is this secret rare $3 to $5? Is it random? Thought process.
It's the same thing like we've been saying. That's why we're highlighting the Azamina package. It's all dark. Azamina works very well. There's also a card called Queen Azamina, a normal monster that goes with the strategy. And that card literally special summons itself when it's sent away for cost, whether it's to the graveyard or banishment. So you could send it with Allure of Darkness and essentially get a free body on the board and then also draw 2 cards. So, I mean, but this is also going to work. We got Dark Magician support. You know, Allure of Darkness has been crazy since its conception, since Teledad days, you know, and it's only a matter of time before a dark archetype can abuse this card and get free extra draw power, free consistency inside their deck. So it's a crazy consistency card. It has to go up, you know, especially with dark support.
Yeah. I mean, it has a bunch of prints. It used to be hard to get this card overall back in the day, but you know, it's had a lot of waves of reprints in the recent years. And you do have the quarter century secret rare with $16, or you can get a playset, you know, for, you know, around 16s, you could get a playset for 50s. And now, I mean, you see the volume spike, the largest 3-month volume candle in the last 90 days. People are coming in. So again, right now it's still in the teens, under 20s. Don't let this card hit 25, 30s, go crazy on you. If you need it, you know, I'd be picking up the quarter century secret rare if you want to get access to it. Of course, keep in mind, disclaimer, reprint season around the corner. But if it doesn't get reprinted, I think this one will age very, very well. And then we do have Verre Magic Lacrima of Light. You know, for the end, I wanted to ask you which crafter support announced. We already have Spenta that came out and Magistus Hype. you know, is, again, this is a penny stock from Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, a single print that used to be $3.99 here, around like a dime. Volume came in, and now it's, you know, you have a couple one-ofs here and there, but if you want multiples, you're gonna have to pay, you know, essentially $1 for this card. If you want multiples here, if we can load it up here real quick, we'll see. But the whole point is, again, a lot of demand coming in. The walls are essentially at $1 for a card that was a dime. Card is almost up 10x from the lows, give or take. Volume is coming in. People are catching up to this card that I've been talked about a couple times. Single print, secret rare. Do you think the Witchcrafter support will be good support coming out? Or, I mean, from my vantage point, regardless if it's good or not, I believe speculation can push this card up to $1.50 to $2. What is your take on this card?
So, I mean, this just breaks down how I feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! Overall, pretty much. But with all these cards that they're coming out with now, all these new cards, they just read so custom. They feel like they're, you know, just custom cards for these different archetypes. I think the support's phenomenal. All the cards that are coming out are just also phenomenal, and people, you know, people are thinking it's a power creep and all that, but I think it's just well-written cards. We're getting tons of new cards that are just going to completely transform the meta, and where Yu-Gi-Oh! Is at right now. And part of the reason why I made my YouTube is because you can be creative and splash in all these different archetypes and make a meta relevant deck that could actually win an event. You know, like a Canine Azamina. Nobody thought about that back in the day when Just came out. Same thing with Witchcrafter. It's going to come up, you know, that you could splash it in with another archetype, whether it be Elf Note, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, there's so many splashable engines now that you only need, you know, 5 to 10 cards of each engine, and it works together fluidly.
Yeah. So again, I mean, the creativity, guys, you know, again, just hearing Swole's story about Canine Azamina and just Azamina overall as an engine. And look, when you read a card like this, like, you know, if you control Magistus or Witchcrafter monster, send one Spellcaster monster or one spell from your deck to the grave. So it's a card that is a quick play, and then you read the second effect. Of course, you can, you know, activate one of them, but still, you have options. When your opponent activates a card or effect, special summon one Magistus or Witchcrafter monster from your hand or deck. That's insane. I mean, in the sense of accessibility, of being able to make moves, make plays, you can chain, quick play, you can get things done. Again, plus new support coming around the corner. This is a penny stock that I talked about ages ago, and I think it'll still age very, very well. So I'm looking forward to the performance of this one. But yeah, great taste. Guys, make sure, link in the description down below. If you need free $15 off over there on Whatnot or a free Market Watch course, make sure you tune in. Also over there on X, we continue to grow, about to hit 2,000 followers. We're going to be doing a giveaway over there on X. And also, you know, with the help of Swole, we'll also add the Dark Magician to that giveaway pile. So no better time to follow over there on X. Make sure you tune in on over there. And again, we just picked Swole's brain here for an hour, guys. He's been, you know, preaching here for an hour with that energy, having fun. You know, you need to tune in. You need to subscribe right now. Link in the description down below. If you're watching this Market Watch, I'm gonna come back a couple hours later. I need to see 1,000 subs. We have to support the Yu-Gi-Oh community, especially if you made it this far out, guys. Link in the description down below. And again, Swole, you know, let's hear it. What do you thought about being on the Market Watch, the experience? Talk about a little bit about the channel, maybe any health advice here towards the latter part of the Market Watch. Just take over the end of this Market Watch right here, right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, Jay, when I first came back into Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, I was an old Edison boomer player myself.
Boomer. Yes.
You know, I had a long break from Yu-Gi-Oh because I was in the army and everything. You know, I got married, I had a kid, and then I saw my collection. I was like, you know what? Let me take a look at this real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I fell back in love with Yu-Gi-Oh and Snake Eyes format.
Okay.
You know, people probably call me crazy for that because I'm an Edison player, right?
Right.
You know, so I showed up to my locals with the GB deck during Snake Eyes format. So hey, that should just tell you something right there, right? So then I started playing and I got really into it. Then I started advancing. I had a lot of card knowledge to follow up on. I got really good. And I started taking over events, and it's only a matter of time before I win this YCS coming up. So, you know, I mean, it's only a matter of time. I just keep getting better. I just keep getting better. And, you know, and I see what a lot of people don't see with Yu-Gi-Oh! From being an old school player. You know, back then, you know, Jay, you know this very well. You know, an old school player, man, you have to be a good deck builder to win events. You know, that was the thing back then. You know, you needed to You need to know consistency, your ratios, all of that. You know, I bring that energy to this. I get the creativity to add in these archetypes, and I'm a very good deck builder. So that being said, you know, I make these crazy awesome decks that people just don't even think about. You know, Triff does kind of the similar thing. You know, he makes these yummy piles and stuff. People are like, oh, that I do the same thing, but with every archetype. You know, I'm mixing canine with gladiator beasts. You know, I'll find out ways to splash in different engines to make them relevant, to make them fluid with each other. You know, so like, and that was kind of my thing. And you know, as I was getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I had to learn a lot, and I started doing what everybody does, YouTube, right? So, you know, one of your channels is one of the ones that I picked up on, and because like, hey, Jay, I gotta say it, man. There's some weird YouTubers out there, man. I was like, I can't listen to this guy, Jay. I was like, I can't listen to this guy. I was like, somebody needs to talk for the normal people, you know,
I feel
the people that love their sports and you know all that. And I was watching you.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, this dude's dope. You know, he's actually keeping it real. You know, I can listen to this man. And you know, I've been a huge, you know, supporter of your channel ever since then, and you know, it was awesome being able to hop on a market watch, because you know, every time I was literally thinking like, I need to pick these up before this, and then I saw your channel, and then you were saying the same. I was like, this man's in my head. I was like, and then you take it the next step further. You know, there's cards that I don't even think. I'm like, damn, Jay, you actually thought about this. I'm like I didn't even think about it. I need to go take a look at this. You know, it just helps out a lot, man. So it's awesome being a part of this. You know, being a part of the market. I always wanted to do one on my channel, but I'm so busy with combo guides and deck profiles. I was like, Jay, just let me slide in on one.
Yeah, of course. No, that's good. I mean, now that you mention it, is great. You know, that people niche down in their channels. You know, I just do market watch. Sure, maybe a random deck profile, box opening in a blue moon, but I get it, man. And you do great content. You know, and we're all good at what we do. So that's just awesome. And yeah, man, it's the first time, definitely not the last. It was super fun. We just love. You know, I love bringing everyone on. You know, I'm a big community person. I've taken people off the street. Yo, come on my channel, you know, taking other Yu-Gi-Tubers, another this, another that, because I believe everyone has something to offer. So it's all about value and just having fun and good vibes and good energy. And again, on that note, before we get out of here, health advice for the masses. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Yeah.
Make sure you get out there and get active. All right, y'all just bettered yourself financially watching this video, right? So now let's better ourselves physically, boys. All right, get out there. Get active and stay mother trucking active, boys. All right, it's so serious, but it's so serious. Check it out. If you took this video with you for a walk, right? Not only are you bettering yourself with your cardiovascular health, right? You're bettering your metabolism because you're doing more activity than what your body's used to. When your metabolism goes up, so does your immune system. So if you're worried about cold and flu, your immune system's going up. It's all part of the endocrine system. That's science, boys. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. So it's all right there. You're better. So that's 3 pluses right there, Jay.
Damn,
right?
3 pluses.
We ain't done.
We ain't done. Shit, man. Hey, I'm about to go out for a walk right now. Yo, I'm gonna leave you right here. I'm gonna leave you right here. I'm gonna go out for a walk right now. I'm gonna leave you right here, man. That's it, man.
You also get better blood flow and circulation throughout your body, so you got injuries. You know, you're hurting, you're sore. Getting that circulation, getting those muscles moving, it's gonna help benefit you. It's gonna help you so much. And if that wasn't enough, for you to sell you on going for just a simple walk,
yes,
all right,
yes,
endorphins, guys. If you had a bad day, all right, you feeling down, you got some bad news, somebody was talking crap to you, you know, listen. Press the pause button.
You went 0-4 at locals. You went 0-4 at locals, man. Take a walk.
Yeah, 0-4. Take a walk. Take a walk. Go over to my channel and figure out how to win next. All right.
Love it, man. Love it. Love the connection. Love the energy. If you made it an hour in, you deserve the health talk, guys. It's all funs and games in the sense, obviously take it serious as well. But you know, the energy, the vibe, just, you know, feeling better, getting better, not just at Yu-Gi-Oh, but at health, financially, you know, with what we do here and just at life. So again, super fun, man. Super fun. Thanks for coming on. It was super fun, guys. Links in the description down below. Make sure you tune into Swole to have more of that same energy. You know, just great content over there right there. And stay tuned for the giveaway, the D-Mock giveaway right there, coming soon to a theater near you. Thanks to Swole. Really appreciate that, guys. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe. If you're still here, make sure you like the video on the way out. Would gladly appreciate it. Share this video in one place in a group chat with some friends it really does go a long way. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh
and swole.
Let's get it.